Where I live in Northeast India, we drive on the wrong side of the road, or at least that's what I thought when I first moved here. Not only that, but the steering wheel is on the opposite side of the vehicle than it was in the vehicles that I had driven for 15 years. I even have to shift with my left hand. Everything seems so strange and backward. But you know what? After living here full time for the last 2.5 years, it doesn't feel wrong anymore. In fact, it comes quite naturally. And when I go back to the States to visit, what I did for 15 years is what feels unnatural. Habits or disciplines are developed by doing the same thing over and over again, and the disciplines of leadership are no different. An effective leader is a disciplined leader, a leader who has learned to be disciplined in many areas. But I'd like to focus on one specific area, self-awareness. Why is self-awareness important? Shouldn't our leadership be focused on those we are leading rather than on ourselves? Here's the thing about self-awareness. It helps you lead others better. You see, when we spend the time to take personality assessments and spiritual gifts tests, we are investing time into figuring out how we can be more effective. We begin to understand how we can use our strengths to be better leaders. And learning how to be more effective does not just mean figuring out what our skills are. It also involves figuring out what we are not good at and the things that others on our team are more qualified and more gifted to do than we are. Kent Ingle, in his book, The 9 Disciplines of Enduring Leadership, says, when you work outside of your giftedness, at least 2 people suffer. You and the person who really should be doing that task. I have a life coach that I meet with via Skype twice a month. He has spent years as a missionary to Indonesia, and his insight is invaluable to me as I navigate through the maze that is developing a leadership team in an entirely different culture than the one I grew up in. A few months ago, we were discussing this very issue of self-awareness. Self-awareness is the key to personal growth, he told me. And as I have taken his advice to heart and taken more assessments than I care to mention in the last few months, and I've led my team through some of those assessments, one thing became very obvious. He was right. The more I learn about myself and my strengths, and probably more importantly, my weaknesses, the more I grow as a leader. And as I've spent the time to take my local team from India through some of these assessments, which was a new experience for most of them, I saw that it helped them take ownership of their gifts and it helped them grow. It also helped me to know how to utilize them better within the team. As all of us together grow personally, the organization benefits as a result. We have now taken my coach's statement, added another line to it, and it has become one of the core themes of our organization. Self-awareness is the key to personal growth, and personal growth is the key to organizational growth. Finally, if you haven't taken a personality assessment and a spiritual gifts test, take them. And if you lead a team, go through them together, and I believe that you will be pleasantly surprised at how much clarity this will bring to your team and how much the discipline of self-awareness will enable you to be a more effective leader. Thank you.